Okay, next we're going to do the derivative of exponential functions. So just like logarithmic functions, we have like a few rules, but they're all really the same rule. But let's just start off with doing y equals bx. So the derivative of that guy is just bx natural log of b. And then we say to ourselves, what would be the easiest base to find the derivative of? Well, if I found the derivative of e to the x, the derivative is e to the x natural log of e. Well, the natural log of e is 1. So the derivative of e to the x is actually e to the x. And then we have to look at something if we had something other than x in the exponent. So if I did the derivative of e to the fx, then it's just the derivative of the exponent times e to the x. Okay? So those are the rules. Let's actually use those rules. So the derivative of e to the 3x is just the derivative of the exponent. So derivative of 3x is 3 times the original. Done. Too easy. Okay? Same thing again here. 5x squared, derivative of that is 10x, e to the 5x squared. Okay, so then we have to realize that all our rules still work. Okay, so this one is going to be a product rule. So this is my first function and this is my second function. So I do the derivative of the first multiplied by the second plus the derivative of the second, which happens to be an e, and how I find the derivative of e is I find the derivative of the exponent, which is 2, and multiply it by the original. So that's the derivative of this piece here, multiplied by the first one. And then this can be simplified. I could write it like 2x e to the 2x plus 2x squared e to the 2x, and then I could factor out a 2x e to the 2x. So I have 1 plus x. That's as simple as that derivative is going to get. This one here, example 4, is going to be quotient rule. So I have an e over a polynomial, so I just do quotient rule. So derivative of the top multiplied by the bottom minus the derivative of the bottom multiplied by the top all over the bottom squared. And then you're just going to go ahead and simplify. You can take a 3 out of each term, so it's going to be x e to the x minus e to the x over 9x squared. So you can't forget your other rules. They still apply, just now we have e's in them, and now we have logs in them. And this guy here, again, super common mistake that people forget how to find the derivative of things that are bases other than e, because we don't do it as often. But all we do is we do the exact same thing we've been doing. So the derivative is the derivative of the exponent. Keep this guy the same, but then we need to multiply by the natural log of the base. Okay, and we actually do that here every single time. We do it here, but the natural log of b is 1, so we don't write it. So we've been doing that here, we just don't realize it because it's 1.